A little bit about the LAA, and again, hello and good morning everyone. I think that sums it up pretty rapidly. We are actually, effectively, our prime organisation is as an engineering organisation, and we look after about 4,300 aircraft and projects on delegated from the CAA. Somebody in the CAA once said some of our team really don't recognise an aircraft that hasn't got easy get written on the side, so they delegate the little ones to us. More importantly though, we have 7,800 members, which is the biggest sport flying community. Actually, we're the biggest powered sport flying community in the UK. BGA is about the same size as the British Riding Association, and actually the biggest sport flying community in the UK is actually the British Model Flying Association, which has about 30,000 members. So they still humble us quite a bit. But actually 7,800 members, of which over 5,000 are active pilots, is actually quite a big group of people in the country. So we do an awful lot to look after them. We also look after a very varied fleet of aircraft. If you wouldn't mind pressing the return key here. We've got everything from vintage biplanes through to carbon composites, specialist aircraft are written very easy there. We look after state-of-the-art and actually vintage gyroplanes as well. And who would have said a few years ago that gyroplanes would last long enough to be vintage? And we've now got a few. And obviously the biggest revolution in recent times has been the development of kit-built aircraft. And dare I say again, parallels with model aircraft. A few years ago we all bought 6 balsa wooden plans and moved the balsa wood to your workbench and all the rest of that. Yeah, I can hear the snigger from those that have done it. These days, you buy a park flyer, polystyrene, put it together, fly it quick. It's not quite as quick as that when you're building an aircraft, but it's actually improved the ability of our members to build kit-built aircraft. We have probably about over 1,000 kit-built home-built aircraft flying on the LAA permit to fly scheme. Next slide, please. We look after our members in many different ways, and not just our members, others around as well. We do pilot coaching because we need to improve the level. I can see Ellie pointing out all the members for the Scout Troop on and we'll come back to that in a moment, because for our mature members, and bear in mind our typical age of a member now is pushing 60, is actually also training in things like the basic engineering skills to help you build a home-built aircraft, the electronics, the electrical systems within the aircraft, and also knowledge of the aircraft. We've got an increasing proportion of people these days who are buying home-built aircraft that they didn't build themselves, but have been built by others and then sold to them inevitably, because some of our home-built aircraft are 50 years old now. And teaching those people the engineering skills to know what goes on inside their aircraft is actually a really important part of what we do. The final bit is looking at the education and outreach part, and that is where we reach out to give members or young members of the aviation community the chance to get close to aeroplanes. Guys here from the Air League and from P&A Wood, you're pretty lucky. You've got close-up access to aircraft. You remember the other days when you used to be the other side of the fence? These days with security fences and things, you can't even get near an airport, let alone close to an aeroplane. I was lucky as a hangar brat at 14. I ended up earning flying lessons by sweeping the hangar floor. And you can't do that these days. You just won't get in the hangar to do it. So that's one of the challenges we've got, is letting people get up close to aeroplanes. And that's where the Light Aircraft Association, with those 4,000 plus aircraft and projects, have an opportunity to do that. Ellie, there's your gang again. And the great thing is here, actually, we've been running these education and outreach activities for quite a number of years. And I've been chief executive now for just coming up 4 years at the Light Aircraft Association. And it was one of my priorities when I came to actually give something back. And I found I was tapping into a very live vein when I did that. And the great thing is here are some of the young people who, at say age, I don't know, what was 8, 9, 10, came for the first time to an LAA Airfield Adventure event, and now here they are again, pointing themselves out on the poster from the photo we took at the first one, and they're now 3 or 4 years down the line.
Well, 3 of them are here today.
Fantastic.
4 years older than that photo.
Yeah. So isn't it great? We are definitely developing something here. Yeah. Next slide, then, please. We're also encouraging some younger people to actually get more actively involved in flying. And I'm using the word younger here as a 60-year-old, meaning anybody under the age of 40. The Armstrong Isaacs bursaries, we don't actually now do full PPL scholarships. We found actually a more effective way was to spread the money. And 5 people have just received bursaries of £1,500 each to allow them, they have to be post-solo training. So they've done their first solo, they've spent their money getting to that stage. And what we're doing there now is actually allowing those people to have the extra funding to finish their PPLs. And that's a much more effective way. We're going to have 5 up. Anne's going to join us very shortly and we'll have that in a moment. Next slide. Schools build the planes. A lot of people in this room have been involved with them, actively involved. The Boeing and Royal Aeronautical Society, we were a supporting partner in that. That programme has come to an end, and there was a general perception that, crikey, that's the end of build a plane projects. In the room, I could see at least 2 people who, and we do an next slide again, please. I can see at least 2 people who are actively involved in continuing build a plane projects. That's the latest one, not only to fly, but that's actually its flight last Friday, which is its first flight, carrying one of the students that built it up at Airspace Kinross in Scotland. So the projects are still ongoing, and we're still supporting those activities. Again, next slide. Airfield Adventure Days. You don't need to take people flying necessarily to get young people engaged around aeroplanes. These days, Ellie, I'm surprised I haven't seen Ellie here today with her microlight, getting people up into a tower, getting people working with members of the British Model Flying Association, flying effectively dual control, radio control models using a buddy box system. And also just getting into engineering workshops and getting up close to aircraft and having chats about what you can actually achieve. All of those things, putting young people in contact with aviation. But the other thing, very important to look at the volunteers. There's volunteers actively involved here. Now, remember those 7,800 members that we've got? And again, next slide, please. One of the key things here is, again, looking at the engagement of these people, whether it's riveting an aileron together in our workshop, whether it's on a stand at an aviation show, whether it's in the hangar, or just plain talking about aeroplanes. It's very important to our members that we feel part of an organisation. The Light Aircraft Association is scattered around the country. You'll see the local struts and clubs on the other side. Really important part of what we do is actually making our members feel proud of being part of an association. This actually is just as important to us old Brinkley old LAA members as it is to the younger people who we're reaching out to. So it actually wins both ways. And when we've got win-win, that can't be bad. Next slide. And this is another of our main outreach activities. I'm going to pass on to Anne Hughes, who coordinates the LAA International Aviation Art Contest. We support this on behalf of the Royal Aero Club and in turn the World Aviation Air Sports Organisation, the FAR. Over to you.
Okay, you can sit there, and you can sit there too. And this is an initiative that we've been facilitated by the Light Aircraft Association just for the last 2 years. The competition's been going on for 30 years, and for 30 years there were no entries from the UK. Thousands from across the world, but not from the UK. And the reason is that there wasn't actually an association in the UK that facilitated the competition to feed into the international one. We've done that, we've filled that niche. And the first year, we set off and we actually had, next one please, and we actually had groups coming to the headquarters of the Light Aircraft Association, and Ellie's smiling again because it's so good there. And so we actually had a few stands at air shows at the beginning. We ended up, thank you, next one. We ended up at the end of that year with having 30 entries for the competition that we judged. Next one, please. And the winners got their name and photograph in Eyes magazine. This is the right one from magazines as well. Next one, please. And so we introduced to the Guild of Aviation Artists. So this was the first year that we did it. And these are our winners. Talking to Andrew Latham, who is the chairman of the Guild of Aviation Artists, who have been working with us. Next one, please. And they were really lucky that day because not only were they invited to meet the Guild at their exhibition, but it was also the 100th flight past. What a treat was that for all of our winners in the last year. Carry on, please. Next one. This year, then we carried on for our next round, and we were at Farnborough. Next one, please. We were also at Shuttleworth, and we had tables out. On the tables we had paper, and we had pens, and we had crayons, and we waited, and kids can't resist it, so they came and they sat down, and they said, can we draw a picture please? Yes, this is what it's all about, this is for our aviation art contest, and they joined in. Next one please, and never mind what else was going on at Farm Asia. Next one please. The kids were totally engrossed. The parents were saying, we're going to watch the air show, and the kids were going, no, drawing a picture. And you can see it on their faces. Next one please. Totally absorbed in what they're doing. So as a result of all of that, this time around, next one please, we ended up getting 70 entries. And the 70 entries were judged very recently. We've got a few of the prize-winning ones over on the table there for you to see. And the judges this time, it was Andrew Latham, again from the Guild of Aviation Artists, Philip Whiteman, editor of Pilot, and Steve Jocelyn to Weston. And next one please. And these were some of our winners that we chose there. Next one please. We can't do without volunteers, that's what Steve said. Not only does volunteering do a lot for the kids, but it does a lot for the volunteers. It's great to engage, it's great to be part of it. And so my message to you today is, can you help us with this? All you need to do when you have an event is to put out the table, put out the chairs, put out the colours, put out the bits and pieces for kids to do some artwork, and encourage them to join in. If you want to receive the literature, we have got something on your chairs for you to look at here today. See me later on, and we'll make sure that you have the title for this coming year's competition, and you can join in that. So thank you very much.